Hello everyone, and welcome to another general vlog video. Today we're going to kind of try to do kind of like a tribute to my late great mother. As you guys know, if you followed along with the channel, she passed away the last day of October of last year. So it's now planting season and everything, and her biggest thing was flowers and flower gardens. Well, I have this thing over here, let me show you, that my stepmom made, which is this blue flower pot thing here. These lived indoors when I was a kid. I'm going to go ahead and sit down here because there's a couple things I want to do while I'm sitting here. So, man, that sun is bright. We had a big archway, like 10-12 foot wide archway in between the dining room and the living room, and these sat on each side of the archway. And then we had lamps that she made these. We had lamps that were this part down, and then they had the works on it and the shade on it, and they matched. And so I grew up with these. Well, throughout the years, one of them got broke. The lamps, my stepbrothers or sisters or somebody ended up with, I'm not sure who. But I've got this one, and I also have some flowers. Let me go ahead and grab those real quick. Every year my stepmom saved the seeds and the bulbs and everything of everything. That way she could multiply her gardens a lot. And I found this pack of seeds after she passed away in her bedroom. And they're daylilies. I don't know what they're going to look like. I haven't researched them or anything. But I thought, as a tribute to her and kind of a reminder of her, I thought I would put some fresh potting soil in this and plant it. But first, let's see if she marked it on the bottom. Now, I'm going to say I remember these since at least the early 80s. And probably late 70s. But I'm going to see if maybe she might have marked them on the bottom. I think, yeah, it does. It says, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me look at another one to make sure I'm reading that correctly. That one I don't see a marked one. This is just the water catching tray. So let's, oh boy, that's heavy. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's marked again. Cobwebs and stuff everywhere. Yep, 1975. Wow. I didn't know they were that old. Like I said, I knew from at least the late 70s, early 80s, I can remember them. But she also had a ceramic store. So these may have sat in the ceramic store before then. But you can see right there, see at the end of my thumb, it says 1975, and it's got her initial to the side of it. So anyways, I don't want to use that much topsoil, potting soil. So what I'm going to do is put some little pieces of wood in the bottom. So I'll go ahead and do that now. These are dried out, been here a long time. I'm sure they're just flowers. They don't need to root really deep. Actually, no more than that right there. That still leaves me a pretty good depth of about that deep. So I think that's plenty. So I'll go ahead and pour what I got in this bag. And I'm just using all-purpose potting soil. Right here on this corner, it doesn't get a lot of evening sun, but it gets a lot of afternoon sun. Excuse me. I'm going to scoot it over about right to there. And that gets a lot of afternoon sun shining down through here. Sorry. All the neighbors and stuff are going by. Just got to get rid of some of these clumps. All right, so I really don't know how these things get planted because I don't have any instructions, so I'm going to make do with what I can. All right, so I got them planted. So I just kind of did one about an inch in around every one of the, oh, you guys can't even see what I'm pointing at. I did about an inch in around every point, every flat spot. Then I come in about 1.5 inches, and I did the same thing, and then in 1.5 inches, and then I planted a couple of seeds right in the middle. And I have plenty left, but I want to save those for when I get my forever home. That way, if these are the type that come back every year, if anybody knows, leave it down in the comment. Do these grow every year? And what's the difference between a perennial and an annual? I don't know which one's which. But, you know, will these come back every year? I think they will. That's why she saved the seeds. So when I get my forever home, then I can plant them and she'll always be around. That's just my thought. So let's get the garden watered in, the greenhouse, and I'll show you a little bit of updates in there, and get this watered in, and we'll see how we're going. So before we get to watering in, if you'll see, we got all kinds of cucumbers up, a couple inches. We've got stuff coming up here. We got stuff coming up here. We have over here, it's going to be hard to see in the dark, but these are all red. These are beets. And then down here is more cucumbers growing, and a few little things sprouting in the others. And nothing down there yet. And those are my peppers, which are down there. So let's get these watered in. All right, I think that's good for those. Now let's go over and get the other watered in. All right, and if you guys can see over here, I've got a new pot. These are actually self-wicking tubs, factory made. I've got 5 of those. I got a couple of small ones. I got some hanging ones over here. So those will all get planted in flowers. I've got 2 more bags of pot and soil, so that's for another time. Not gonna do that today. So there, I've got it done. I mean, this gives me a way that once they start blooming, every day I walk out on my porch, I'm going to think of my stepmother. And eventually when I get moved, I still have a lot of these left. Like a lot. There's a lot in there. And when I get my forever home, I will plant those, and every year when they grow back, I will get to remember. So this was really a passion of hers, to do flowering, to do gardening, and this is something that she made, and I thought, what better chance to take the seeds that she had saved that meant enough to her to save, and something that she made back when I was a kid, and grow that in her memory, and just something that I can walk out here every day and see and remember also. So with that being said, you guys give this video a thumbs up, like the video, comment down below. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and once you do, smash that bell notification, go all the way to the top and click all. That way you'll be notified on every single video that we post, and share us on your social media pages. And speaking of which, follow us on Facebook under General Vlog Videos. And I know my hands are like really dirty right now. It's supposed to be, I just gardened. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm doing the best I can. With that being said, I'm also my own camera guy, so I get to get up close and personal and poke you guys in the ear to turn this thing off. We'll see you on the next video. Hope you have a super great weekend.